person who like never put up a hand, just to make sure that they understand what I'm talking about. Is it okay? Yeah. So if you understand what I'm talking about, is it okay to put up your hands so that I understand that you understand what I'm talking about? All right. So you understand what I'm talking about? Yes. Thank you very much. Okay. So now when you get 100%, if not you don't put up, I'll ask you like, hey, you don't put your hand, is it because you don't understand what I'm saying? I'll actually slow down for you 1%. Okay. So to benefit everybody, if you understand, put your hand so that I don't have to slow down for everyone. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so to share a little bit my background, I come from a family background where I just want to show to you what it takes to become a successful entrepreneur, and this will be something that could change your life today. All right. So the sharing is this. My background, I come from a family where my father only had primary 2 education, so I don't come from a very educated family background. But my father was a very hardworking guy, so growing up, he really wants to succeed in life. All right. So he had a very strong drive. And because my grandfather used to look down on him, so he wanted to prove my grandfather wrong. My grandfather is a taxi driver. So what happened was, after that, he started his own business and he followed Li Ka-shing. Any one of you know what business did Li Ka-shing do? Okay, he started selling plastic flowers and plants. Okay, so my father went to that and he did very well, and he managed to get me. We own several properties, and my dad managed to get me to the school called ACS. I'm not sure if you know what's this, Anglo Chinese School. So I went to this school called ACS, and after that I got at the end within ACS itself I didn't do so well, so I got kicked out of school. So I'm currently almost 37 years old, all right, and I have 3 daughters already, all right. Although I look like a young boy, okay. So this was me when I was in real estate 6 years ago. So do I look younger now or older? So what happens? How to look younger? Less stress. So how do you do a business with less stress? So how many of you want to know how to do a business but have lesser stress and then you get younger? Anybody would like to know how to do that? Okay, so thank you for understanding. So what happened was, I have a pair of 3 daughters. I think the screen has shifted a little bit. Okay, so I went to ACS and then I got kicked out. I went to this school called Christchurch. By the way, it's in Singapore, not in New Zealand. Very small school, there were only 20 students. Subsequently, I managed to pass and I went to Ngee Ann Poly. I studied programming, IT, because my father thought that I loved playing computer games. So recommended me to go study IT. So I studied computing in Ngee Ann Poly. And my last year, I did so well, my lecturer invited me and called me up and said, I would like to invite you to come back and do your honors. I was thinking, wow. But then for one moment, I was happy, another moment, I was puzzled, like most of you here. Poly went honors one, right? So actually the lecturer was kidding me. He said, actually you failed, so come back 1 more year. So I cannot study. So I failed, and then after that I came out. I decided to work for my father. Said you cannot get a good job because you failed, really. So I thought, why don't you work for me lah? So I worked for my father. But while working for my father, something happened, because when I got my driving license, the first car I drove, my father bought Porsche Carrera 4. That was back then. It's like the latest Porsche, And at the time, he asked me, that was the first car I drove when I got my license. So I was very blessed. But you think, the thing about working for your own family is that you tend to take things for granted. So when I'm working for my father, I go to work at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, sometimes 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. And because of that, my father scolded me many times. Like you're not a good example to the workers, the employees in this company. So one day it got so bad, I woke up late because the night before I went out with my girlfriend until quite late. So I woke up very late. I went to work, and then my father scolded me, and he said what? He said he really cannot take it anymore. So he said, you'll never amount to anything in life. You will be like your grandfather, become a taxi driver. With your attitude like that, you cannot work for anyone. Neither will I let you run the business, because I let you run the business, sure go bankrupt. So because of that, I was very angry with him. So as a young punk, okay, so I was very angry. I told him this, you know what? I don't need your money. You think I need your money? I think I can do better than you. So I left home to thought I could do something about beat him up, So my savings, I went to stay at my friend's place, and I was thinking, how can I make money faster than my father? So y'all got any idea now? How to make money fast? Now, what happened is, the first thing I went to do is to learn stock trading. Because if I have some money, if you have 50,000 in your bank of savings for the last 21 years. One of the ways to make money faster is maybe if you invest the stock, go up 100%, can double. Oh, be good. So that is the wet dream. Okay. So I went. So you all think so? I dabble in the stock market. So how many do you all think that I make money? Okay. How many of you all think I make money? Only two supporters here. In the beginning, I did make money, but eventually I lost money. I'm not sure if you know people who are like that. In the beginning, they make money in stock market. After that, eventually they lost everything. Yeah, same, same happened to me. Sometimes when you the psychology, sometimes maybe you make money, you feel greedy, you want to make more. That's the period when it kill you. So I lost money at the end. All right. So at the end, my mother called me back and said, "Why don't you come back home?" So I said, "Okay, mommy, I'm coming back home because of you. If I told them, yeah, I'll never come back home until I do better. But because of you, that's why I come back home. But because actually no choice. My family mother already said you cannot stay here, so I had to sleep back in the room. So I decided to go out, start from scratch. So I went out to work to get a job. So the first work I get a job was in an IT company doing sales, because I felt that the only thing I can do is sales, because I cannot. I'm not good at programming. I failed. So I worked for this company that was doing web development. It's an IT company, and I was the only Chinese there. So I was doing sales, and my pay back then, 17 years ago, was about 1,500 per month. So by the end of third month, my pay was 3,000, double. Not bad, right? 9 months later, my pay went up to 3,000, but that's the max. That is if I really work my ass off for the company. And then something hit me. And then I read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. Anyone ever read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad here? Can I show your hands? Who has read the book? Thank you. Now, if those who have not read the book, go on YouTube and go search Rich Dad Poor Dad. You don't have to buy the book. There's an audio book you can listen, download free. And that book really, really enlightened me, and that was the changing part of my life. At a point in time, I realized that I didn't want to become an employee because, number one, I didn't want to make the boss rich. The boss is the one that drives the BMW, not me. I'm the one that pays for his BMW. Am I right now? Yeah, I'm the one that pays for his big house. Am I right now? So I decided that I don't want the boss to tell me how much I'm worth, and neither do I want to ask the boss for permission to take leave. That means I don't want the boss to tell me when I can or cannot take vacation. So I decided to come out and start my own business. Now, how many of you think to start a business, you do need some capital? Can I show your hands? Who thinks you need capital? All right, thank you. In fact, I started my first business, on the contrary, with no capital. How I did was, I went to my previous company, I left. So I told my previous colleague, now if you were my colleague, I ask you, do you all want to earn extra money outside of the job? How many of you want? So what I did was, these colleagues, they all do website. So I said, I tell you what, I get project for you. I get a project and then I let you do. So I went out, I went to the those Genting Lane, MacPherson area, and went door knocking to those industrial companies one by one. Because no money, no advertising, nothing. Right? So I door knock, to tell them that I'm doing web design business, and I can help you do websites for your company, to get more customers online. And from that, that's how I started the company. No money. So within about 5 years, I generated almost $1 million already from the sales, from the business. Subsequently, after that, I sold off my business because there was too many competition coming in. So I decided at the peak, the best time to sell business is when it's at the peak. So one of my friends who used to own 5 startup jobs, the sales was 38 million, and then she sold off the whole business. So at the peak of the business, I sold off and I took a break. And then at that time, my friend invited me to, why don't you do property? Because it took me like maybe 3 years before I make 5 figures a month, So my friend told me in property, your first month can make 6 figures. I said, really, man? So I decided to go and join ERA as a real estate agent. That was after Lehman Brothers fell. Thank God, the moment I saw Lehman Brothers fall, the business. So that time, I went, and I have no business doing real estate. Okay, I have no experience at all. So what I did was, I joined in March 2009, just after Lehman Brothers collapsed. And I was very blessed because in March 2009, by April, I was the top agent out of 8,000 over real estate agents. You all want to know how much is my commission in 1 month? In your first month, in something you have no experience in your first month. How much? You want to know how much I make? Anybody wants to know? My first month, I make 300,000, which most people cannot make in maybe don't know how many years. So 300,000 in real estate, my first month. 2 months later, I sold another bungalow. I make another 6 figures. So in 1 year, I transacted more than $80 million in properties. Now, this is and I have no experience in real estate, just to let you know. Subsequently, I got tired of real estate because I tell myself, real estate is exchanging time for money. Although it's good money, better than a job, but after all, it's still self-employed. That means I need to work, then got money. No work, no money. I don't view house. And I realized that time my wife was pregnant, my twin daughters. And I was thinking all my weekends are burned constantly because all the house viewing can only be done on the weekend. So I don't want the next 10 years my weekend is burned, right? So the thing is, I also need to have a life, you know. So I decided to step up and invest in my brother to start a business. So my brother came up with this idea and started this company called Benjamin Barker. I don't know if you heard of this menswear brand. We have it at Marina Square, Suntec, Signature, Wheelock, City, Cathay, Isetan, and Capital, the new Capital that's coming up directly opposite City Hall MRT. Just curious, any one of you has ever seen this brand before? Either you walk past or whatever, anyone has ever seen? It's called Benjamin Barker. Okay, it's a local brand, incepted by my brother. So we started this, and right now we also have another brand called the Assembly Store at Cathay, and we also have an F&B outlet. So both of us have zero experience in running a retail business as well. Okay, and then subsequently, I also went to start my own training company to train real estate agents. Now I have no training background either. Okay. So what I did was I started training real estate. I trained about 2,000 over real estate agents in Singapore, and some of them after the training has got quite good success, you know, for my training. Each people paid me about 2,000 plus for a 3-day training. Then for 1 year, I collected more than about $1 million in school fees. Now, how many of you would like to get paid $1 million just for talking? Just for talking, $1 million just for talking and sharing knowledge. And that's exactly what I did. Okay. And then, of course, although it's good money for sharing, but then what I wanted to do was, I always wanted to do e-commerce business because I know that social media is an up or downward trend. Up, right? E-commerce, is it up or downward trend? Up, right? So I decided to start an e-commerce business, also with no experience. Now, my previous experience is I don't even design website. I just get people who want to design, get my partner from the previous company to moonlight and do the website. Now, I have never run e-commerce before, but throughout the last 1 year plus, I've generated more than 12.7 million. Right now, it's about 14 over million, almost 15 million US over the last 1 year plus. And I have no experience online. Okay, but how many of you, so today I would like to share with you, how many would like to know what goes on behind my brain, all right, that makes me able to start business with no experience and can make it successful. And then after that, I'll share with you why you should start an e-commerce business. Okay, how many would like to know? Okay, thank you. So this is something that that is really from my heart, and I want you all to know. But for you all to know, we're going to do an experiment. Okay, and then this experiment will help you open up your mind. Okay. Now, before we do this experiment, what I'd like to do is I'd like to ask how many of you here believe it's possible for you to, if given the right tools, okay, for you to become a millionaire in 1 year. Who believe for yourself? Okay, not based on logic, but for yourself emotionally. Who feel it's possible for you to become a millionaire in 1 year? Can I show your hands? Who feel it's possible? Oh, so many here. Okay. Okay. Second thing. Okay. How many of you feel it's possible for you to sit at home to build a business where you can sit at home, shake leg, don't do anything, and still can collect money? Who feel it's possible? Can I have your hand? Really or not? Okay. I didn't expect so many people to believe. But anyway, so I'm going to show you a video right now. And this video, I just need you to do a simple exercise. Very simple. The only thing you need to do is learn how to count ball. You know how to count ball? Okay, you can count ball, right? You also can count, right? Okay. But this experiment has never been any single point in time the whole crowd all get 100% correct one. Never before. Okay? So let's see whether today can all of you all get 100% correct. Okay? So are you all ready? Okay. If you do this experiment properly, you will 100% benefit. Okay? So this is how it's going to work out. Okay? So I'm going to show you a video now. And let's all read this together, then we do the experiment, okay? 1, 2, 3. Count how many times the players wearing white passing the ball. Wearing what color? Right, okay. So are you all ready to do this experiment? Okay, those who know do before, keep quiet. Huh? Okay. Those who haven't do before, you will learn. Okay. So I'm going to do full screen, I'm going to play now, and then you count. Wearing white pass the ball how many times? Huh? Okay, let's see if 100% of you can get correct, which has never happened before. Huh? So you just watch. White pass the ball. Huh? Oh, yeah. Overshot already. Yeah. I didn't know it's so fast. Okay, based on your honesty, honesty. How many of you here counted 12? Can I show hands? Based on honesty, 12. Thank you. Anyone counted 13? Okay. 14. Thank you. 15. Okay. 16? Okay. Sure not. 17? Okay. 18? 19? Okay. So we have a range 12 to 17. 100%. This has always happened. 100%. Nobody can count correctly. So the next question I'm going to ask you, how many of you here, can I show your hands, saw a gorilla? Who saw gorilla? Can I put your hand straight? Okay, the rest of you never see gorilla. Okay, never mind. Second question. How many people saw someone walk out of the stage? That means, but not a gorilla, not the gorilla, but someone walk out of stage. Anyone observe? Someone? No? Some? Okay, what color was the person wearing? You get no guess one. What color? Anyone saw someone walking out? Black color. Okay. Anyone saw the screen change color? You must tell me change from what color to what color. So what color to what color? Anyone saw? What color to what color? No. Okay. So let's watch again and see what happens. Okay. Let's watch again. So I'm going to rewind, and then you see again. Now you see it. And it changed from red to orange and someone in black. Okay. So what does this experiment tell about human being? Okay. Now, this experiment actually is actually an experiment about human perception. It's an experiment about how human being perception can change the way they can see or cannot see certain things. Example, your perception, what forms your perception is your belief and your values. So this experiment will allow people to understand, to awaken, that if they don't believe, there's this thing called, if you don't believe that it's possible to become millionaire in 1 year, even if it's possible, the gorilla in front of you, you also cannot see. So your belief will determine what you can or cannot see. So if you feel it's not possible for you to set up a business where you can don't need to shake it and still make money, even in front of you, you also cannot see it. So if your mind is set that to start a business, you need some form of capital. Even if there's a business, don't need capital, can make money, you also cannot see. Because that is what you are focusing on. Okay? So now let's talk about perception. I'm going to ask you something. Now, I don't have a big screen now, but I'm going to show you something. Wait, give me a moment. I'm going to show you. Okay, tell me, what do you all see? What is this? What is this? What do you see? What do you see? Plastic flowers. Paper flowers. What do you all see? Artificial flowers. Okay. Do you know what Li Ka-shing see? Li Ka-shing C in Empire. Okay? Li Ka-shing C in Empire. When you look at the iPhone, to you it's an iPhone. But to Steve Jobs, it's not an iPhone. To Steve Jobs, it's a product that can change the world. So your perception will allow you to take what kind of different action. If you see this as a plastic flower only, then Li Ka-shing will never become the richest in Hong Kong. He started off with plastic flowers business because most people see it as just plastic flowers. So your perception will determine whether, when you see a business opportunity, whether do you see it differently from other people or not. Okay? So the first perception I want to tell you is this: to be successful, is you must believe what Albert Einstein said. Now, do you all trust what Albert Einstein said? Yes or yes? Yes. Okay, so how many of you think that Albert Einstein is a genius? Okay, so how many of you believe what he said? You guys, you believe? You understand what I'm talking about, right? Okay, huh? Okay, so what does he say? He say what? Everyone is a genius. Okay, so how many of you here think that you are a genius? Yeah, show your hands. Huh? So few people here. You don't think you're a genius? You think you're a genius? Don't think you're a genius? Okay. If you don't think you're a genius, even if there's a genius idea, you also cannot think of it. But if you think you're a genius, then you can come up with genius idea. It's the other way around. Okay? So if you don't believe, even if it's possible, also it becomes impossible. So you must first believe you're a genius. Because this is not what I said, this is what Albert Einstein said. So you want to have a breakthrough in your life, first thing you must believe that you are a genius. You must believe that it's capable, you're capable enough to come up with genius ideas. But you must tell yourself, the thing about this, funny thing about how our brain works is this, okay, scientific tested. You may not know whether you can be a genius or not, right, or come up with an idea, but the moment you think that, I think I'm a genius, just that I haven't come up with a genius idea yet, but I am a genius, okay, and then you will come up with the genius idea. It's not you come up with a genius idea first, then you are a genius first. You must first feel you are a genius first, then you can come up with a genius idea. It's the same mindset, and that perception can change you or break you. For example, now how many of you here can type? Can I show a hand? How many of you can type 43 words a minute or more? How many of you can do that? 43 words a minute or more. Can I show your hands? Those who can type more than 43 words a minute. Okay, a few only. Okay. How many of you here can type? You know those deep pool? There's a jumping board where you jump down into the swimming pool. All right. There's usually a higher one and lower one. I don't take the higher one. I take the lower one. Okay. How many you lower one can jump head down? That means you feel you can do it head down. If I ask you to jump head down, you can do it. Okay. A few people. Okay. Oh yeah, a few. Okay. The next thing is I'm gonna ask you. How many fingers do you have? 20. How do you get 20 fingers? That's not fingers, right? How many fingers do you have? How many toes do you have? It's not a trick question, it's really a direct question, okay? And most of you cannot die, and most of you cannot type more than 43 words a minute, right? Okay? And some of you may not think you can become millionaire, stay at home and make money, right? I'm going to show you a video of this person of mine that I've met. He's a millionaire. He can type 43 words a minute or more, all right? And he also can dive it down, okay? I'm going to show you a video of him. There's something special about him. This is to tell you it's something to do with perception, nothing to do with your ability, okay, to become successful. So you just watch this.
All my life, I've loved adventure. All my life, I've decided to live fully. All my life, I've purposed to dream big, to try those things that seem impossible. And when people try to tell me that I can't, my only response is, why not? Just because I was born with no arms and no legs doesn't mean I can't accomplish great things. I love life and everything it has to offer. I have no limbs, but I have a little chicken drumstick. I can also type 43 words a minute on a normal computer, and you know that?
43 words a minute on the computer.
Very hard to smile sometimes in life. I'm thinking to myself at age 8, well, what kind of life am I going to live? Who's going to want to employ me? What kind of career am I to pursue? I thought, who's going to want to marry me? I can't even have hands to hold my wife's hand. I wanted to end my life. I tried to end my life. This is too much for me. Life put me down like this. I'm down here, face down, and I have no arms, no legs. It should be impossible for me to get back up. I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm never going to get up? No. If I fail, I try again, and again, and again. For as long as I try, there's always that chance of getting up. Like this. You are worth more than diamonds. No goal is too big. No dream is too far-fetched. It's as big as you can dream.
Okay, can you give him a round of applause? So this guy with no arms and no legs, he is a millionaire. He sits at home, he makes $1 million because he has books that are being sold millions of copies on Amazon and around the world. You all have probably seen it. Anyone has read his book? Yeah? A couple of you, okay? And he can type 43 words a minute. He can dive it down. So a lot of things that why people cannot be. So if he can become millionaire, can all of you? By right, all of you should be able to do it. But at the end of the day, what's stopping is nothing physical. It's all mental. It's all about perception. So if you don't change your perception, you can never change your life. Because certain things you will not be able to see. Okay? So I'm going to share with you, this is the first thing. Okay? You must believe that you are a genius. You must believe it's possible. Only if you believe it's possible, then you will see the gorilla. If you believe it's not possible, gorilla in front of you also cannot see it. Okay? That's exactly how our brain works. Okay, so the second way that will help you succeed very fast. First of all, you must feel it's possible. And this psychology of success works for anything. It's not just money. It's for everything, every area of life. Example, first, you must believe it's possible. Second thing, I'm going to call this the bridge principle. And this is going to help you. But I need to borrow your imagination. Okay. Now, can you see between here, the distance here, the room? Can you see the distance? Is it long? Is it short distance or long distance? Short, right? Okay. So now I'm going to let you put a plank on the floor. Okay, from this distance here all the way across to the other side. Okay, but it's double the length. Can you imagine double the length, double the distance? Okay, double the distance. That means about there are how many chairs here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe about 20 chairs length. Okay, of distance. One and twice the length of this room. So I'm going to put a plank on the floor. There's this width and this thick, this width. Okay. How many of you, if I challenge you to walk across the plank, how many of you can do it? Hands your hands. Who of you can do it? If I ask you to walk across the plank, who can? Only a few of you. You understand what I'm talking about, right? Okay. Would you be able to walk across? Yes? No. Yes. No, I'm talking about the guy in polo. Yeah. Yes or no? Yes, okay. Okay, I'm sure at least I know that. Okay, you all do know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. So now I'm going to change scenario. I'm going to take the plank and then I'm going to put up on the table this high. This high. Table, this high. The plank is this thick and it's very stable on a very stable table across the room. Okay? How many of you, if I challenge you, you will still be able to walk across? How many of you can? Thank you for your participation. Okay. So next thing is I'm going to change scenario. Now I'm going to put this 1 story high. Who can still feel you can walk across? A few people. Okay. Now I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm going to put the same distance, but I'm going to put twin tower. That means okay, don't say twin tower. Twin tower is 80 stories high. Let's use Marina Bay Sands, 60 story high. I give you some discount, okay? 60 stories high. Okay? How many of, and there's no net below, how many of you can walk across if I challenge you? Challenge you. Okay, now I give you money. How many of you feel you can walk across if I pay you $50,000? 50,000. Huh? 50,000 no? 80. Okay, so you have to use real life imagination. The 60 stories high, in between building, two building. In between two building, 60 stories high. Okay? In between two building, the distance of the building is from there to here. Twice the distance, okay? And there's no safety rope, no harness, no net, nothing. But the width is like that. Okay, I want you to imagine that. Okay? Now, when you are able to imagine that, you understand what I'm talking about later. Okay. So how many of you, if I pay you 100,000, you can walk across? 100,000. Any 100,000? Okay, half a million. Half a million, only a few. Okay, same person, the same few people. Okay, last one. 1 million. This is 1 million. No. Who will walk across honestly? I mean, if I challenge you to walk across for 1 million, who you walk across? Really no. You must imagine yourself, go up there. I put you there, there's no try. 1 million, you walk across, I will give you. Who can do that? No turning back, no. A few people, okay. So, next question I'm going to ask you, how many of you here, like me, have children? How many have children here? Have children? Okay, thank you. How many of y'all have a wife or husband that you love? Catch your hands. If they're seated beside you, you better put your hand. Okay. How many of you have parents that you love very much? Maybe you're not married, but you have parents, you love parents. Okay, imagine. So now I want you to imagine that from here to here, your parents are here, your children are here, and you're here and there. Okay? Your parents is on the other side that you love, or your wife, or your husband, or your children is on the other side. And the other side is on fire, or 911 just happened. How many of you here will go across, crawl across, or whatever to get across to carry them back? How many of you will do that? Catch your hands. Sure or not? Just now I offer 1 million, you also don't do it, no? You sure you will do that? Huh? Okay. So let me ask you. The next question is, what changed? What just changed? Can you tell me? What just changed? Huh? What just changed? You know what changed? Your why. The second thing to become successful after you think that is possible is the second question. The second thing you need is you need to have a strong why. You don't have, just now psychologically, if you remember how you feel, when I offered 50,000, you were still thinking about the risk. What if I fall down? What if I die? What if this? What if that? There was a lot of what if. Inside your mind, the obstacle is big or small? Big. But the moment in your brain, whatever, this is the secret to become successful, okay? The why is so strong that you have to save your child no matter what. You have to get there no matter what. That all these obstacles, you still know it's there, but they become smaller. They become smaller in your mind, they become smaller emotionally as well. Less scared, because to you, what's more important is to save your child opposite. Am I right? So if you don't have a strong why to succeed in business, you won't succeed at all. Because let me tell you, any business you start is no different from riding bicycle. You cannot attend a full-day course today, immediately you can ride bicycle, can you? You can't. You have how to ride bicycle? Is to ride bicycle. And will you fall? You will fall. Same for business. You do, you will have failure. However, how to overcome failures and become successful? is you need to have a strong reason why you want to succeed. Now for me, I tell you what's my strong reason why. Why? Was because I want to prove my father wrong. That was the strongest reason. Now, of course, subsequently later on, I found out what's my second reason. So that one is the cane at the back. I call this negative motivation. And then I have a carrot in front also. The other carrot I have in front is this. My wife is a award-winning school teacher, okay? But she has left MOE already because she finds that the education system doesn't suit what she believes children should be taught, okay? But I realized something and I learned from her. Children, right, don't follow what you say, right? They follow what you do. So I told my wife, said, you know, the reason why I want to become entrepreneurs and I never want to get back into a job, no matter what. Even if my business fails, I will never go back to a job. Okay? Because I know how to start business without starting any money. But I'll never go into a job. You know why? Because I don't want to show my children and let them follow my footsteps. I want to let them know that I can give them a better life. I want them to know that daddy, right, is bigger than what you think. Daddy is not a slave. That daddy is someone who is an entrepreneur. So that when you grow up, you can follow what we do and know it's possible. So that's what I believe. And because of that, I tell myself I will succeed in business so that they will follow me. So now, whenever my children, when you ask my children what they want to be, they grow up, you know what they say? They want to do business. Right? So that's what I believe. I believe that I want to break out the cycle of the normal people. I see every day people go to, I went to Raffles Place, I sit there, every morning, every night, alright, like zombie like that. And I feel that MRT is like a conveyor belt. Transport, right? And they're like zombies, they will not bite unless you take away their weekend. Then they will bite you. And that's what I see, okay? I was thinking, wow, they can do a lot in life, but their perception, they don't believe. Okay? And they don't have a strong reason why. Okay? So if a strong reason why, you can overcome all obstacles, because a lot of people don't understand that when your why is big enough, you'll find your how. And a lot of people don't understand what Steve Jobs is trying to say. He said, I'm convinced that about what successful entrepreneurs from non-successful is pure perseverance. You know what's perseverance? Perseverance means there's a lot of obstacles. In fact, Steve Jobs has failed many projects. This is he has got kicked out of the company that he created, right? He tried Visa, failed. He tried Next, also failed. There were a few other projects that he did, all failed. But you know what? Because he persevered and because he has a strong why and he believed it's possible. And how can you persevere if you don't have a strong reason why? Because perseverance, the fact that why it says perseverance means there is obstacle, there is failure. So a lot of people thought success is like that, but you know what? Success has a lot to do with failures. If your why is strong enough, you 100% overcome every failure and become successful. A lot of people thought success is this way, but I tell you, success is like that. This is what success is like. And only through perseverance, then you can achieve success. If you are someone who cannot overcome obstacles, it's because you don't have a strong why. Either you don't have a strong why, or you don't believe it's possible. Alright? So the third way that will make you even success faster. So let's say, and this is the one that helped me become millionaire in a very fast time. Okay? If you believe it's possible, okay, how many of you believe it's possible to become millionaire in 1 year? Can you show your hands? Okay. And who has a strong why? That means you have a strong reason why you want to make it. Okay? Then the third way that will make you successful is what I learned from Warren Buffett. It's better to hang around with people who are better than you, pick up associates whose behavior better than you, and you drift in the direction. And this has proven 100% psychologically to be true. I tell you why. There's a study being done already. Your salary, that means how much you make, is your 5 closest people that you always hang around with. That is your salary. Have you heard of this saying? The rich hang around with the rich, and they become. Okay, the poor hang around and they become. Yes. So they did a study, they did this experiment. They got a guy. Okay, we'll talk about accomplishment. They got a guy to play Rubik's Cube. You all play Rubik's Cube before, right? So they got a guy to play Rubik's Cube inside the room alone, and they see how long this person takes to solve the Rubik's Cube. This man, okay, After playing 15 minutes, did not solve the Rubik's Cube and decided to give up and put one side. Okay? I believe many of us has played games along, whether Tetris or whatever, you can't get certain level or something. You just stop playing and put one side. Okay? However, he put the same guy in a room full of people like this. And we have a lot of Rubik's Cube. Okay? And every one of you got Rubik's Cube. Huh? So those who solve the Rubik's Cube will be the first to come up to the stage and receive a prize. Okay? So what happened is that everyone started playing. And this guy inside there solved the Rubik's Cube in 10 minutes. Where previously 15 minutes he also cannot solve and he gave up. And they asked him why. What makes you able to solve so fast? He said this. At the 2-minute mark, he saw a primary school kid came up. Maybe he's smart and left. At the 3 or 4, 5-minute mark, he saw an auntie and uncle come up. Then he said that he looked at the auntie and uncle like not as good as him. So what keeps it in his mind? He says, if this guy can make it, how can I cannot make it? And so he keeps persevering. And then 10-minute mark, he solved it. And this is true. If you have ever played sports before, you plant yourself among all the people who are very good, automatically you also become better. Alright? Automatically you also become better. So if you want to become successful, the fastest time possible, you hang around what kind of people? Excellent people. Okay? You change your friends, you change your life. Okay? Now, of course, if you want to hang around those who are successful and proud, then you become that kind of person. But there are also people who are successful and humble. So which kind of business people you hang around? Successful. And you will become that kind of person. Automatically. You hang around this kind of people, you succeed very fast. Okay? So if you change your friends who are successful, more than successful, automatically. So this is actually, you become like the 5 people spend most time. If you spend people around you all complaining all the time, so what will become of you? Complaining one. Okay? So if you hang around all the positive person, you automatically become positive. So these are the 3 secrets of success. Test it out and you know 100% it is true. 100%. Okay? And you know why? And one of the things, Jack Ma, you know Jack Ma, right? Jack Ma, before he started, does he have IT background? Can I ask of all of you? You all know? No. He was a school teacher earning $635. That means he makes less money than every one of you in the room. Right? Anyone earn less than $635 a month here? None of you. Okay? So, in 14 years, he can beat Li Ka-shing, the richest man in Asia. Right? After 14 years, he can beat Li Ka-shing. So what does that say? What does that say about people? Is it perception or is it ability? Tell me. What makes a person successful? Is it perception or ability? Tell me. Perception. Alright? So you surround yourself with people who have dream, design, and vision, and they'll help you realize your own. You know Jack Ma, what pushes him? Because a lot of people reject him. The more people reject him, the more he wants to prove to them he can make it. Alright? And okay, so right now, that is for web, that is for success. Okay? These 3 success you can apply in anything. You believe it's possible for you to get 6 packs and become muscular. If you believe it's possible, you have a strong reason to do it, and you hang around all the people who like to go gym. Automatic, you also you have a nice body. Automatic. That one no need to say, okay? The same for everything, including money also. So you want to have more money in your life, right? You apply these 3 principles, okay? So now I'm going to teach you how to make money online. Okay, are you all ready? Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to build wealth. But before that, I need to help you change some perception to help you understand what it takes to build a business online. Okay, what do you need to know first before you build? Okay, so the first thing I ask you, time is what? Time is what? Can I have your 100% response? Time is what? Money. Okay, but what if I tell you this perception will make people stay poor? You said time is money, right? How come every one of you say the same thing? How come? Time can be many things. But how come everybody says the same thing? Time is money. But I tell you what, time is not money. Let me tell you one. Let's say today you want to buy this marker from me. Okay? Do you bother how many hours I take to create this marker? Do you bother? You don't bother, right? Okay. Let's say you want to buy this pointer for me. This pointer, okay? Do you bother how long I take to create a pointer? You also don't bother, right? Okay. Today you go McDonald's, you buy a burger that you can buy in a coffee shop for $2 plus. You have to pay $5 plus in McDonald's. Okay. Now, when you pay $5 plus for the McDonald's burger, you actually got to think about how many hours they take to make the burger. You know, right? So basically, you don't pay money for time. Basically, you pay money for what? For value. So time is not money. Only what? Value is money. Because you are paying for the value of the thing, not for the time. Now, how does this perception change allow you to see the world differently? Ask yourself, if you see it this way, value is money, then you start thinking, where can I provide value to the marketplace? That I don't need to be there and still can make money. Are there people that can make money, don't need to be there and can make money? Yeah. But because you've been trained from young, time is money, that's your perception. So you always be looking for job. Because that is time is money. You always be looking for using my time to exchange for money. So when you have that perception, you can't have the other thing that don't need work also have money. Because once you understand value is money, you go out to the world every day, you ask yourself now, where can I provide value in the world today and I don't need to be there and make money? Are there people like that out there? Are there people who download apps, the person don't need to be there and still make money? Are there people who go online and buy the book, digital book, e-book, PDF book from online, and people buy and the person don't need to be there and make money? Are there? Yeah, there are a lot of people like that out there. Alright? So time is not money. What is money? Value is money. Okay? The next thing I'm going to share with you is this. There's such thing different between make money and build wealth. Now, a lot of people want to make money. How many of you want to make money? Catch your hands. The moment you can make money, you put up your hand. Okay. But I tell you, that is also a wrong perception. Let me explain to you what's the difference between make money and wealth. Okay? Wealth is defined as the number of days you don't have to work and still make money. Okay? Wealth is defined as the number of days you don't have to work and still make money and still can maintain your current lifestyle. So if your current lifestyle is to go for holiday twice a year to Japan, to Korea, and every month your expenses should be the same. Once in a while you buy your favorite LV bag or something. That lifestyle, okay, maintain. Right? And how many days you can afford that lifestyle is how much wealth you have. Okay? Now, a lot of people don't understand what is wealth. Example, if you build a big business, like for example, my brother, we have like 8 retail shops, am I right now? Okay, for these 8 retail shops that he has, okay, do you think he can take holiday anytime he like? No. How many of you have ever worked for people before? Can I show hands? Like me. You have ever worked for people before? Okay. When the boss is not there for 1 week, will you work very hard for the company? Oh, okay. At least got some honest people here. Okay. If you don't see the boss there, your manager there for 1 month, what will happen to your job? Will you still work as hard? Guess what? We all slack. That's why the CEO of a company cannot take a long break. They still need to manage the business. So the maximum holidays that my brother can take, in 1 year, is only 3 weeks with the family. And that is the max. Anything more than 3 weeks, the company cannot run by itself again. Still need the boss to give direction. Still need the boss to manage them and give them target to do all the work. The boss still need to manage all the supplier problems and all these things. Alright? So to start traditional business is not that easier. So his wealth actually is only 3 weeks. The only true wealth, one of the only true wealth you can have is to invest in property. Example, right? In a property, let's say you buy a property today, you rent it out, that is wealth. Okay? But let me ask you, how many of you feel 5,000 every month is good enough for you? Let's say you stop working, how many of you that 5,000 is good enough for you? Can I show your hands here? Okay, I see a lot of young people, you haven't had family yet. Those who have family, you will know. Okay? Is 5,000 enough for you? 5,000. We also have family. Is it enough? Okay, but I tell you, if that is not enough, let me tell you, how much you need to get 5,000 every month? In Singapore today, you need to invest $2 million cash to buy a property. Then you can get 5,000 every month. Today, you need $2 million cash to build a wealth of 5,000 every month. So let me ask you, is it difficult to even get 5,000 wealth every month? You know, how do you know if someone has built wealth? Remember, most people who work more than half their life, let's say assuming every one of us can live up to 90 years old. Let's say everyone can live up to 90 years old, okay? Most people work 40 to 50 to 60 years of their life. That means they work until 60 years old, 50 years old. And most of them, after this to 50, work so hard for the family for 50 to 60 years old. Let me ask you, by right, should they have a better life or worse life? Better or worse life? Better life, right? Okay. But how many of them have a better life? That means after 50 to 60 years of working, right, they can now no need to work and can go holiday twice a year and can still spend the usual way how they spend. Or most people have to downgrade. Yeah, in fact, almost everybody downgrade. You know why? Because they don't build wealth. They've been making money. So a lot of people from young, they've been trained to make money, but not trained to learn how to build wealth. And that is the big difference between someone after 40 to 50 years can relax, and another person 40 to 50 years still feel money not enough. Okay? So how many of you would like to build wealth today? If I can show you build wealth. Okay. So there is two ways you can build wealth. One is offline, one is online. Alright? So which one you think is faster? Online. Okay. Since you all say online, how many of you here have actually an online business? Okay, a few people here. Only a few. Okay. So why? Why, since you all agree online is the fastest to build wealth, but you all never go do? Why? Don't know how to do. Don't know how to do is an excuse. You think the guy no arm no leg say I do not know how to die, therefore I don't die. I do not know how to write book, therefore I only have one finger, I cannot type computer, therefore I don't do. How do you ride a bicycle? Tell me. How do you ride a bicycle? How do you learn how to ride a bicycle? Just ride it, right? Okay, so how do you start an e-commerce business? Just do it first. If you don't know how to do it, there's library. There's ebook, there's library. And in fact, Google can really. Just Google and type how to start an e-commerce business. Alright. When you say you do not know how, is it excuse? It's excuse. It's confirmed excuse. Okay? So, well, online, okay, let's say right now you're going to start an e-commerce business. Let's all evaluate. If you want to start an e-commerce business now, what business should e-commerce means you're going to sell some product online, right? So what product do you think we should sell can make money? Any idea? What product? Come on, let's interact it a bit, okay? Don't be so boring. I'm here trying to share with you to help you learn, okay? So what product should we sell, you all think? Consumable product, okay, what else? What else? What product you all think can sell online to make money? Necessity? Like what? Okay, so you all don't have much idea. So can I give you an idea? The more problem you can solve for people, the more money you can make. Agree? The more problem you can solve for people, the more money you can make. Okay, so let's look at the world, what problem they have. Okay, so can I say this? Let's look at the world population to see where majority of world population is, and then we ask them, then we look at what these people in this population, what problem they have. Then we see what product we think we can make money online. Okay? So for me, I'm not sure about you. For me, I have two siblings. So there's only 3 of us. My father got 7, my mother got 5. Okay? And then my father's side has 12 siblings. That means my grandparents, my grandfather from my father's side got 12 siblings. But my mother grandfather's side got about 10. Okay? How many of you, your family structure is like that? That means the older generation, that means the older generation, there are more children. How many of you, your family structure is like mine? Okay. So how many, can I show hands? How many of you here in this room here are below 40 years old? Below 40 years. Anyone here? Below 40? 40 not counted already. Below 40. Like me, I'm almost 40 already. Okay. So those who are not 40, please look around you. Right? Those who are below 40, put your hands. So that those above 40 all can look around you. Okay, a few only. Okay, so the old one, majority of the people here are, okay, don't say old, okay, very not so nice. So I would say mature. Okay, so most of the world mature population, can I say is between 40 to 70 years old, like this group, majority, like 80-70% of people in this room are below, are above 40, yeah? So let me ask you, what, since you are already in this room, very easy for me, what problem do you all have? What problem do you have? Not enough money, not enough money problem. See, isn't that proof to tell you already that you all be focusing on time is money and most people focusing on making money instead of building wealth? Proven. Okay? No need to say proven, huh? What other problem do you all have? Tell me. Health problem. Okay. Now without health, you also cannot make money. Right? So health, that's why a lot of people now, a lot of old auntie, they work in McDonald's. You know why they work? No? Just to pay for their medical bills. So Chinese 也是 saying 年轻不养生，长大养医生。In English means when you're young, don't look after your body. When you're old, you look after the doctor. Okay, so okay, what other problem do you have? Tell me. 40 years old, what other problem? Money problem, health problem, what else? Huh? What problem? Wrinkle problem. Wrinkle problem. Okay. Beauty. I said beauty. Beauty problem? Okay. Is that true or not? Beauty problem. Is it a beauty problem for people who are 40 to 70 years old? That means they don't want to look old. Is it true? Yes, they don't want to look old. Okay. Are there people here who don't want to look old one, like me? Can I show hands? Who here don't want to look older one? Okay, there are a few but the rest of you don't mind looking older. Okay. so let me ask you. So majority of these people in this problem, if we can solve their health and wealth problem, can we make money? Okay. So the thing is, target the world's biggest market problems. Alright? So you could ask yourself, what problem are there that you can solve? That online you can provide that service or that thing that can help you make money. Okay? So end of today, what if I have just written a book, okay? And this book, the thing is, I haven't formatted nicely yet. But this book will teach you how you can go immediately can make money next day online and don't need to spend a single cent. Anybody want to learn? But I haven't published this book yet. But I would like to give a copy. Anyone would like a copy of this book? Okay. So maybe at the end later on, I will share with you how you can get a copy of this book. Okay, free. Okay. So basically, target the biggest market problem. Okay. Now next thing is you need to understand how the world is changing right now. The next thing you need to understand is called disruptive technology. Okay, this term might be a bit cheap. That means a bit bombastic word. Okay, disruptive means it disturbs what is currently going on. Example: any one of you here used to use Kodak and Fujifilm? Can I show your hands? How many used to use Kodak or Fujifilm? Can I show your hands? Right, thank you very much. Okay, do you all use Kodak, Fujifilm last time? Yes. Do you all use? You don't use Kodak or Fujifilm. So what do you use? A digital phone only. Okay. So you Kodak and Fujifilm. Okay. Now, how many of you here are still using Kodak and Fujifilm? Anyone still using? One. Okay. Now, Kodak and Fujifilm used to own the whole planet. Okay. Every single human being that has a camera use Kodak or Fujifilm in the whole world, and they ruled the whole world for how many years? For 100 years. 100 over years, Fujifilm and Kodak film. But you know what happened to them? Recently, they become what? Bankrupt. Yeah. How can a company that owns the whole world go bankrupt? You know why? Because because when you today's world, when you own technology, you will surely don't last very long. Example, okay. When you own technology, you can only improve by quantity, by quality, by efficiency. Example, Kodak Fujifilm. Last time can have 12 film inside. Then later on can put 120 film pictures into one film. That's called increase in quantity. Then they make the picture quality better. That is called what? Quality. Then after that, they make the picture you can even come out even faster. That's called efficiency. So all these are what we call linear. That means you can read plus, 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 increase, increase better. But because of digital photography come up, just kill off the whole thing. Another example, let me ask you. You know, to the history of mankind, you know, pen with ink. Last time it's feather with ink. You know, feather. They use feather to write ink, right? So from feather ink to pen, to writing a pen, is it a few hundred years? Okay. From a pen to typewriter, is it maybe shorter years? Maybe 100 years? From a typewriter, a computer, is it shorter years? Shorter, right? From a computer to a laptop, even shorter years? From laptop to tablet, even shorter years? Tablet to iPad, even shorter years? iPad to iPhone, even shorter years? Right now? Okay, so next thing I'm going to ask you now, how many of you here used to use Nokia or Motorola phones like me? I mean, used to use Nokia or Motorola. Can I show you? Who's still using now as main phone? None of you really. Okay. Nokia lasted for how long? But by the way, Nokia started with handphone telecommunication technology. They only last for about 10 years. That's the problem with owning technology right now. Right now, technology lifespan is shorter and shorter or longer and longer. Okay, so right now, if you want to do any business, try to not own the technology, but provide the platform that can sell the technology. Example, you know Alibaba, Jack Ma, you know Taobao, you know what's that? Singapore Q10, is it? Or eBay, right? That is called platform. When you have a platform, you don't own the technology change, can you change? And change the product to sell? You can. So in today's world, if you want to become rich, don't own technology, own platforms like e-commerce. E-commerce is a platform. So that's why last year, when I started the e-commerce, Li Ka-shing, take over by Jack Ma. Okay? So last year, you know that Google and Apple, all right? You know Google and Apple are enemies because Google propagate Android, right? There's Samsung and all those all use Android, which is the enemy of Apple, iOS, right? But you know last year, Apple and Google combined together. First thing, they never work together, but they combine together, okay? And second thing is they go into an industry. They start a business industry where they have no experience in, and it's not even internet technology. You know what business it is? Does anybody know? Yeah. Google and Apple, and they invest up to 1.5 billion US. Anybody know? Does anybody know what technology? Okay, they have no experience in what technology? Sorry? Magic one? Magic leap? No. Google and Apple join force together. Right? Yes. So last year, they started an anti-aging company. Right? Because you know why? My friend who's a Google engineer inside tell me because the whole world, too many old people, and many old people are Googling a lot of things like diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, how to solve this, how to solve wrinkles, how to solve all the problems related to aging, whether the health or beauty, whatever. So that's why they invested together up to $500 million US to 1.5 billion US together, Google and Apple. Okay? Which they're enemies. We don't experience it. So they know this is a big market. So that is the reason why last year I started e-commerce. A lot of people thought e-commerce is to sell my clothing, is to sell clothing. But I didn't do that. Instead of selling clothing, I went to do anti-aging. So on my e-commerce, what I do is I have a platform and I went to find all the disruptive technology that's inside this platform, on my platform, okay? That put on my website to sell. All right, that allows me to achieve this income. Now, how many of you here are curious to know what product I sell on my website to make this income? Anybody want to know? Okay, so I will show you all. I will show you one of them. Okay, I don't know the technology. I just get the exclusive technology and have it on the platform. So I'm going to show you the video of what is the technology. Okay. So just watch this. Some of you may have watched before, but just watch first.
actually do is to some of our employees, and we got 5 people done with it.
And what you want to do is tap a very, very thin layer. I'm just tapping a very thin layer on her skin, but you want to leave it about 10 or 15% damp on the skin. Do not rub it all the way in because the product works as it's drying, so you want it to allow it to do this.
Yeah, I'm going to start a timer. I can't see the.
You haven't seen anything yet. This way.
Oh, has it already happened? Did it happen instantly that fast? Okay.
The fanning is not necessary, this just speeds it up a little bit. It's not necessary at all.
So now, while you're fanning that, let's say for women, can you apply it below makeup or above makeup? What do you do?
Yes, you can. You can use Instantly Ageless before or after your makeup. First of all, you want to do all your preventative maintenance and all the good stuff first.
How long is this? What do you see? What are you thinking?
Okay, so what do y'all see? What do you guys see? Huh? Eye bag disappear, wrinkle also disappear. Okay? How do you think there's a market for this technology? Do you think there's a market for this technology? Okay. So this is what I call disruptive. What does it disturb? It disturbs a lot of facial place, disturb a lot of those people, anti-wrinkle treatment or what kind, aesthetic doctors, right? When this can happen in 1 minute, right, with this technology, okay? So, you all think there's a market for this technology? Okay, how many of you would like to get a chance to sell this product online? Just curious, to make some money for so many of you. Unfortunately, I can't. Okay, so many. But anyway, let's evaluate what it takes for me to start the business, okay? So if you guys want to start this business online, an e-commerce platform, right? Let's say you want to follow me, right? Let's talk about what we need to do to start, okay? Now, how many of you have intention now, at least 50% intention, want to start an e-commerce business? Can I show your hands? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay. So let's look at what we need to get started, okay? Number 1, do we need an e-commerce website? Right now. But how many of you here know how to build e-commerce website here? None of you, only one. Okay, maybe all of you can hire him. Okay, okay. So anyway, to start e-commerce website, you know how much does it cost to start an e-commerce website when you ask people to do the e-commerce website for you? How much does it cost? Yeah, at least a few thousand to at least 10 or 50,000. Alright, depending on how sophisticated it is. Alright, yeah, and you have to have the server, the hosting, everything, right? So you do the website, a customized website, not template one. Customized website will probably cost about 10, 15,000. Okay. So, do you have to pay maintenance every month for the website also? Do you also have to do shipping logistically and internationally? That means you have to come up with some money to at least pack the shipment, you know, and send it overseas, correct? Right? And do you also need to carry some stock? You gotta order some stock first, because if customer order, then you don't have stock there, how? Then you need to carry some stock first, right? And carry some, so that requires some money also, right? Right? Then after you get the website, everything ready, you got the stock ready, let me ask you, how many of you think that once you have e-commerce website, customer automatic come? No, customer don't automatically come again. You have to go and promote your website, right? So you have to find customers online and offline, all right? So tell me, which part of the job you think is the hardest? Okay, the last one, okay? But the last one is the one that you spend the less money. The rest is the one that you spend the most money. Am I right? Right? Okay? And then you have to do it alone with no experience like me. So how much time and money do you think you need to have all this platform? Okay? So today, what if I were to take on some people as a partner, apprenticeship, okay? That I want to help those people to succeed. Let's say if we were able to help them, me and my team, we will help you succeed, okay? And we take away all this problem for you. You don't have to do the website, you don't have to carry stock, you don't have to do shipping, right? We take all this problem. The only thing we need you to do is find customers. And then we show you how to do it online. How many of you all would be interested in a partnership like that. We settle everything. Don't you buy stock, don't you do the website also. We do everything for you. Okay? Now if you are interested in this partnership, okay, then we have a training, all right, that's coming up this Saturday for you. Okay? Now this training is on Saturday, sorry, not Sunday. Saturday, 2nd of May, 9:30 to 5:30 over here. Okay? If you have you think it's possible and you have strong desire why, then we will give you my 100%. We will, as a team, will give you 100%. Okay? And then what will you learn that day? Okay, what you walk away with, I call this skill number 1, instant money tree. That means on the day itself, you know exactly what people are dying to buy. Now, is it important to know what people want? Right? We'll show you online what people want and why they want the products, okay? And how to set up the e-commerce website. Don't need to pay thousands of dollars at all to set up e-commerce platform, okay? You also don't need a web designer to do it for you, okay? And if I want to go into more details, you'll discover how to set up the e-commerce website that will help you generate sales in 116 countries. How do you set up the platform that you can get sales from 116 countries and don't need any technical knowledge at all, okay? And why disruptive technology on your e-commerce site can generate 12 million a year? And you see live. Okay, now remember just now we saw the iPad live, right? How many of you would like to really see it live happening in front of you? That means we will ask some of you to come up, one of you or two of you or even three of you to come up on the stage down here, and we'll do demo on 3 different kind of persons. We'll try a man, we'll try a woman, yeah, old man, old woman, and a young woman. You see the result. Okay? How many would like to see? Okay. So later on, okay, so on that day itself, that's what will happen. Okay? And also the thing is, when you market all these products, must it be safe to sell? Right? So do you need to apply licensing? Like Singapore, you need Health Science Authority, right? Right? All these take time and money, right? So what if we also apply that for you? The licensing. And we get the licensing from 116 countries for you. Okay? Now, next. So basically, you don't have, we settle the stocks and logistics. So shipping don't need to even carry stock. Okay? And then the second skill you need, which is the most important skill, how to know exactly where to find unlimited customers for free. How many would like to find customers online and you don't need to spend a single cent? Okay? This is the most valuable skill that I'm done teaching. That I'm not even sure whether I should teach. Okay. Basically, right? How you can get instant customers who want your products now from the internet free, okay? And how to use Twitter to find desperate customers who want your product now, okay? And there is 3 ways that will teach you how to post on Facebook, guaranteed to attract people for your business free. And you don't need to pay advertising on Facebook. And these 3 methods, right, very few people know how to use, okay? And you don't even, it's not posting a product on your Facebook page, no. It's not posting your product. It's not you talking how good the product is. No. It's not even sending them to your website link where the product is not even there. Okay? But we'll tell you how. This is a secret, cannot even share. Okay? And we'll teach you also how you can get unlimited sales from forums. Right? All you need to learn to do is search, copy, and paste. Who can do that? Search, copy, and paste. Okay? If you can search it out, then you're overqualified already. Okay? We'll teach you how to do that. In this world today, all you need is search, copy, and paste. But the problem is, search what thing? That is the secret. Search what thing? Okay, that's the secret, okay? And then also, the third skill is this. Now, once you have a business ready, now, wealth is defined, you don't need to work and can get money, right? So the next phase of your business is how to make it run on autopilot, right now. Now, what you will realize in business is this. The person that makes the most money is the one that works the least at the end of the day. Would you all agree? Yeah, the one that works the less hours is the one that makes the most money at the end of the day. Alright? But that means in the beginning, you have to build a business first. So how do you learn, you walk away knowing how to run your business and make it an autopilot. Okay? The more money, the more hands-off you are, the more money you can make. So how do you automate your business? Okay, so to automate your business, number 1, you have to turn your customer, right, into bringing you more customer, into affiliates. Right? To show you how you can turn one customer to bring you thousands of customers for you. Okay? And how you can turn your e-commerce to automate starting with 1 or 2 hours to spare a day. How many of you here have at least 1 or 2 hours to spare a day? Okay, to run the business, okay? And I'll show you how to get sales revenue. Okay, now the only thing I require is this. If you have a strong why, and whatever I teach, right, you will definitely take action. Whatever we teach, you definitely take action, right? Then by all I ask of you, if by Monday, you come on Saturday training, and then by Monday night, okay, you have sales revenue under you already. Okay, all I require you is post on Facebook with a testimonial. How many of you can do that? Okay, if you do that, then I take you on as an apprentice. Okay, now, so to recap, you know exactly what products people are dying to find. You know how to sell e-commerce website without IT skills. Know exactly where to find limited customers and sell a business on autopilot. Okay, and these are some of my previous apprentice 3 months ago when I started taking the first few apprentice. Okay, her first 2 months she generated about 46,000 US. Francis generated about 46,000 US in 1 month or so. Michael was 65,000 over 2 months. Okay, Laura was 58,000 over 2 months. Right now, she's enjoying herself right now in I think Japan or Hanoi. She's not yet there. Okay, Ryan, 65,000 US online. Petra is from Germany, all right? And Lionel only has the O level, all right? You might meet, I don't know if you get to meet him on Saturday, you might be sharing. Now, does anybody want to know how he generates this amount of money online? Anybody would like to know? Okay, I will show you one of the way that he did it online, and immediately you see, immediately you know how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you right now his Facebook page, what he's doing. One of the best way to learn to be successful is called copy. Whatever that is really successful, right? So I'm going to show you what happened. Okay, so I'm going to log into my Facebook account, and I'm going to log into his account. Okay, so right now I'm showing you Lionel Tan account. Okay, this Lionel Tan account. Okay, so I'm going to show you what happened. Okay, this is his kids. Okay, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to just go back to where he started the first time. Okay, this is what happened. Okay, look at this this video. There's a few other videos. Okay, let me just go back to this video. Let me see. Go back to the beginning, and you can see what happened. Okay, so one of the things he started was he started posting this video of an uncle, and then like what's going to happen on Saturday? Okay, someone's going to be a demo. So this person, look at her, his 2 eye bags. Is it very chalat? very just extremely chalat. So we did the demo, and then he took a video of it. Then he took a video and then he go post on Facebook. Okay, so you know what happens? This one had 1,415 people view and 29 people share. You know what is share? Share means they help you promote. No? And then he put there, no, for product inquiries, text this or PM me. Okay, so he put this video. So let's see what happened. He had so much orders that he had no choice but to hire a PA to answer all the queries and to get all the orders for him. Let me show you here. Somewhere he posts somewhere down. He even do it on his dad. This one had 2,100 views and 21 share. 21 people share on his Facebook, okay? And this one had 13 share, 1,647. He posted the same uncle video, okay? Then let's see, what happens? He posts again. This one has 7,805 share and 55 people share. Everybody asking them, can PM me where to buy, where to get, what to do. So on. And then later on, see, I'm looking to hire part-time staff. My criteria, data entry customer inquiry on Facebook. Because his Facebook had so many people asking where to get the product. He needs this lady to hire this lady to help him to get to buy the orders online, right? How many think it's a good problem? How many like with so many sales? I think you no choice had to hire a PA. So he had to hire a PA to handle all the sales volume. So all he did was to post the video online, right? And he posted. He used different person. This one also had 1,000 overviews. He posted another video. This one had 6,000 overviews. The same uncle again, and had 53 people share. So you know how Facebook works, right? When people share, that means they help you promote. So 53 people sometimes, have you ever shared things before? No? Like someone sent you an interesting video, right? Then you go and share on your Facebook timeline. Anyone ever do that? Alright, thank you. So he posts this video and 55 people never go and share. Unknowingly, these people doesn't know they are promoting for him. Then after these 55 people who share, right, their other friend also take the same video and share. So is this bringing more and more customers? Until today, he still haven't finished. Still got more people asking him until today for the last 3 months. Okay? How many of you think that is a good problem? Okay? So basically, right, that's how he did it. Okay? That's how he generated so much. But this is just one product. He got there's others also on the platform. Okay? So basically, now I'm asking how many of you here in your heart you really want to know how to run this business? That means you really in your heart, you really want. Okay. So here's the thing. Do you think it takes time and investment for me to help you? For us to help you? Okay? So the thing about this is this. If you want to learn this, that requires of the time and your investment in yourself, right? Now, will it be fair? I'm not asking whether you can afford, but I'm asking will it be fair? If, let's say, every month you can generate like him, like 15,000 every month, US, in sales revenue, right? And you invest in yourself one time 15,000 to start this business. Let me ask you, will it be fair for yourself? If 15,000 one-time investment, but every month can make at least 15,000, how many of you would be a good fair investment? It will be fair, right? Now the thing is, the investment is 15,176, but that's not what I need. That's not what I want. In fact, you don't even need this. You don't even need 5,000, 2,000 plus. Okay? All you need is just 450 to start this business. Okay? But some people think cannot be too good to be true. I get a design website already few $1,000. How can you have all the everything for 450 only, right? Okay? So what I'll do right now is I'd like to invite a few people of my previous apprentice that I have guided, that we have guided as a team, we have helped. Okay? And maybe get them to share their experience with you. So maybe the first person I want to invite is maybe I can ask can we ask Uncle Jackie come and share? Right, Uncle Jackie? Can you put your hands to welcome Uncle Jackie? I like to use people that most people think impossible. I ask Uncle Jackie to share. Next one, maybe I ask Francis, but ask Uncle Jackie. Okay, Uncle Jackie?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Yeah, I'm Jackie.
Uncle, some encouragement. First time on stage today.
I'm Jackie To. So I just joined this business for about 1 month ago, and then I generated about 26 over thousand. I'm not doing very well.
No, the funny, interesting I want to ask you is this: do you know how to do e-commerce website?
Actually, I don't know nothing about this.
What do you do? Tell me. What do you do?
Actually, I'm retired now, so every day I got nothing to do. I just actually go and do the volunteer job to help people to do massage for free.
So now no need really.
Now I sometimes also just do e-commerce. So starting I was wonder actually whether make money or no, never mind. However, just to pass time. Actually, I'm doing quite satisfied.
Okay, thank you, Uncle. Thank you very much.
Actually, you see, inviting people to for this event is quite difficult. I just wonder, curious to know that tonight how many people are invited by me? Can you just hand up, please? Jackie To, how many?
Okay, quite
a few.
Okay.
So actually, okay.
Thank you very much. Okay, the next person I want to invite is this guy who was a very successful guy in real estate as well. So I would like to invite Mr. Francis Yeo. Can you all put your hands together? Welcome, Francis. His story is quite amazing. So maybe I ask him to share. Also, his not his first time, second time sharing.
Hi, my name is Francis. How are you guys? Actually, I'm like one of you about 2.5 months ago. The reason I came here is because actually last time I used to do a lot of business. I own an interior decoration company. I do handphone shop. I was also a property agent. But due to my some situation of business, actually at the point of time I lost some money. I also owe people a lot of money. And then I came here. So I came here after listening to what Winston said. Initially, I was quite skeptical because I'm not really sure. Because this is something very new to me. Because all the while I'm in traditional business. I own a retail shop. I do real estate. You know, this kind of business been there for hundreds of years. So I was quite skeptical initially, but I took the step probably to take the trust from Winston. And then fast forward today, I think this month I did about 100 plus transactions of my value.
How many thousand US this month?
About 100,000 plus.
After how long?
For this month,
Yeah, but you've been doing this for how long?
for 2.5 months.
Okay, thank you. Can you give me a round of applause?
Okay, there's one thing I forgot to mention is that I think those people with me, they know. Actually, when I was here to come to this business, actually, I take out every saving I have and take out every coin I have. I still short of $2. I have to go and borrow $2 from one of them to buy this business. So,
Okay, thank you very much. He was actually at the lowest point in his life. He couldn't even afford to pay anything, so he had to borrow from one of us $2 to really come. But we took him on because we feel that that's what he really wanted very much. So that's why he has his success today. So it's not because of us, it's because of him. So you're going to give him a round of applause for his situation. Okay? And the last unlikely person I would like to invite is, okay, what do you all think an old auntie can do? Okay, but she doesn't speak, she can speak fluent English, so she knows how to use computer. At least she do Facebook one. Okay? So I would like to invite, last person I would like to share is Auntie Sally. Can we invite Auntie Sally out? Can we encourage Auntie Sally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what a grandmother can do? No, grandmother only cook for grandchildren and look after grandchildren, right? Yeah. So this grandmother want to do e-commerce business and it's the easiest. If a grandmother can do, you all can do.
How old are you, by the way?
76.
Okay, so I want to know this one. How long have you done this business for?
3.5 months.
3.5 months. This month.
This month is not over yet, but my sales is something like 140,000 US.
Woo! Auntie. Alright, so thank you, Auntie Sally. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, answer the share, you show you. Okay. So any one of them is interested in this program? Okay, now the thing is, any of you have a strong desire to want to succeed. That means you are someone, right? Who I'm going to do something very special. In fact, I'm going to do this thing called risk reversal. The thing is, if you have a strong desire, like you are in a situation like Francis, you really want success. It's really a strong desire. Then we will help you. And the thing is this, we're not going to collect a single cent from you. So what we're going to do is going to take the risk on our end. Okay? What we're going to do is going to teach you everything, all the skill. You don't pay us a single cent. We're going to do a reversal. Only when you make money, then we get paid. How about that? No clap. So you come for the 2-day training, okay? But so the thing is, I'm going to sponsor 100%. So you don't pay a single cent for the 2-day training, okay? So I just want to know a show of hands. How many of you, to you in your heart, you really have a strong desire to want success? You really want it to happen? Can you please stand up? If that is you. That means for you, you want to give your family a better life. You really want to have a breakthrough in your financial life. If that is you, please stand up. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, I cannot help so many people. I didn't expect it, but unfortunately, I cannot help all these people. Okay. The only thing is now, wait, just keep standing up. Okay. Now the thing is, I will sponsor people. However, what I'm going to do even further is before Saturday. How many of you would like to make money even before Saturday comes? So I'm going to show you my system. I call it the copy and paste system, which is the book I wrote, right? How you can make money in just a couple hours. No need SEO, no need article, no need website also. Just know how to copy and paste from one website to another website. Can really. Okay, and okay, I give you a hint. Okay, it's something like this. There are some product, right, that on Amazon, all right, is selling cheaper than eBay one. You just have to take the Amazon product, copy and paste on eBay, and you can make money with it, and you can sell it cheaper. But that one got problem. The problem is that there's extra fees charges, so you have to mark up about 15%. So not all product can. But I have shown you another 2 websites that there are people here who want this thing, but the other side you can get it, so it's copy and paste. Okay, so I'm releasing this book, but this one was only for people who are coming on Saturday. Then I give you free. No clap. You don't pay me also. Okay. Now, these are some of the proof that's from the PayPal account for the money that's made. Okay. Now this is an experiment. It's not even my main business. I just experimenting on it. Okay. So here's the thing. The venue will be here. Okay. The only thing I ask of you, is it fair if we all here share the rental of this place? That's all. Is it fair?
Yes.
Okay. If it is fair, unfortunately, I only can take 30 people, but so many people standing up. So what I'll do is that the first 30 people, right, if your wife is strong, run to the back. Can you see the guy with the form? Run to the back. The first 30 to get the form, all right?
Yes, guys, slowly, guys.
You sponsor you 100%. All you need to do is just give $50 for the rental of the place to share. Okay? Unfortunately, you only can take about 30 people. This is what we call action takers. Unfortunately, we only can take 30. Okay, I tell you what. How many of you here really want it on cash hands? Who really want this? Okay, I tell you what. I'll take in another 20 people. So all the first 20 please come in front. Alright guys, please don't snatch again.
Alright, guys, once you get your form, just take a seat. Take your seat.
Slowly, guys, slowly.
Okay, once you fill up the form, you submit the $50 cash for the rental. Just submit outside the room. Alright, just submit outside the room. And then they will give you the link to download the book. Okay? That you can quickly go back and implement. Maybe you can make some money before Saturday class. Okay? Although it's not related, but it's it's a way to make money online. Okay? So fill out the form, go to the back, submit to the guys at the back.
Alright, guys, let's give a round of applause to Winston Young. He's done an awesome job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Alright, guys, thank you for coming. Submit your form in the order manner right at the back over there. There will be an admin staff right back over there. Yeah.
And those of you who cannot make it on Saturday, if you